Today I want to talk to you guys about the 3 best electronics that I've found for travel that are pretty affordable too. So in this video, I'll go over the pros and cons of each of them so that you can make your own decision if you want to buy one of these items. So this video is a little different than what I usually make on financial topics, but I thought I'd try something new. So let me know in the comments if you do find this video useful, so that maybe in the future I'll make another one like this. Now first on my list of travel electronics is this portable USB charger. It's great for mostly charging your phones and tablets and things like that. And honestly, I've come across way too many instances while I'm traveling when I do need one of these little portable chargers. So just a few years ago, I was skiing with a buddy and we lost each other in a blizzard. Now, as soon as I tried to call him, I realized that my phone was dead because of the cold weather. And that really sucked because I just needed to get a hold of him. So obviously it's not the end of the world if your phone's dead, but it seriously is annoying when you're at places like Disneyland and you really need to call someone and you can't. And that's why I carry one of these chargers every time I travel now. And I even keep one in my car just in case I need it whenever I'm on the go. Now I will get brand specific here because a lot of companies make these types of chargers, but a lot of them are complete garbage. This brand in particular is called Anker or Anker. I have no idea how to say it, and I don't really care. I can just say if you do start a company, try to make a name that everybody can say. These guys make a ton of different models, but this one happens to be called the Astro E1, and it's really helpful because it's tiny and it packs a lot of juice. So the only thing that you really want to pay attention to with these types of chargers is the milliamps and the output amps. So I'm not going to get super nerdy here, but basically the milliamps control how much capacity it can hold, and then the amp output is how fast it'll actually charge your devices. So in my experience with these little chargers, I'd say that you need about 1500 milliamps to decently charge a phone. And you're gonna want your output to be about 2 amps so that you can at least charge a tablet or a phone quickly. And trust me, you don't wanna buy a charger with a low output, because as soon as you plug it into something big like a tablet, you'll notice that after about 30 minutes, you've only gone up 2% in battery life. And that's just annoying because we're used to certain speeds. So just buy one with a high output and you'll be just fine. So this little charger packs 6700 milliamps inside of it, and it's got an output of 2 amps. And if you push the button on the side, you can actually see how much capacity it has left in it. So basically this guy's perfect because it holds a ton of juice and it's not very big. It also has what they call IQ technology, which basically means that it'll charge any device that's plugged into it as fast as it possibly can. And then it has overcharge protection and things like that so that you can't fry your devices. And this charger only costs 15 bucks on Amazon, which if you go to Best Buy and you look for something that has 6700 milliamps, you're gonna find it for about 40 bucks. And that's obviously why I have it on this list, because it's actually affordable and it's a really good product. And honestly, I have nothing negative to say about this charger or the brand. I've had this one now for a couple years and it's worked just fine. The only complaint I have about these chargers is that they do lose capacity over time, but that's completely normal. So basically, if you use it a lot, then every few years or so, you're probably gonna wanna get another one because they're just not gonna hold as much juice as they did in the beginning. I will leave an Amazon affiliate link for each of these items in the description. So if you wanna support my channel, go ahead and click those links because I'll get a tiny little commission, but the products won't cost any extra for you. So the next item on my list is this tiny little multi-USB charger. This guy's also made by the Anker brand, and it's freaking awesome because it'll actually charge 5 devices at the same time. So the reason I have one of these is because every time I go to a hotel, I can't seem to find an outlet to charge multiple items at the same time in a convenient way. I either have to move lamps around or I have to go far under the bed just to even find an outlet. Now I don't know if you can see this, but the cord is actually pretty long. So if you need to go under the hotel bed to reach an outlet, this device is perfect for that because you can just plug it in and then you can take this device and you can put it on the desk that's next to the bed or just whatever works for you. So I've had this charger for about 4 years now and it's worked just fine every time I've needed to use it. The only problem I've found with it is that if you're trying to charge multiple big devices at the same time, like a bunch of tablets, they're not going to charge that fast because the max output is only 8 amps, but you're splitting that between 5 USB ports. So basically, if you've got all night to charge a bunch of tablets, then I guess it doesn't matter. But if you need a device that charges a little bit faster, then you're just gonna have to pay more for more output. But I've been totally happy with this one because I know what I need it for. This one in particular is only about 20 bucks, so that's perfect. But if you want higher output, you're gonna look at about 40 to 60 bucks. So definitely look into one of these chargers if you do travel a lot. Now the last one on the list is a tiny bit gimmicky, but it did surprise me at how well it worked. It's a tiny little electric razor that's made for travel. So at first I thought this idea was really stupid just to have a tiny little razor when you travel, because my electric razor doesn't really weigh that much and it's not like it's that much bigger. But this little guy really is tiny and it shaves really well. So it charges itself with a little USB thing right here, and it's only about 12 bucks. And honestly, it's worked just fine every time I've needed to use it while I travel. But the only complaint I have is that while it's charging, it has a blue light right here. But the problem is that as it charges, the blue light never goes away when the battery is actually full. So basically it'll just keep glowing even though it's charged, but that doesn't really matter to me because it's only about 12 bucks. So there you go. These are the 3 travel items that I wanted to talk about today because they're seriously helpful and they're really affordable. Once again, I'm Jason with the Honest Finance channel. If you did like the video, feel free to give it a like or consider subscribing to my channel if you're into different types of financial topics. That's all.